What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev back again. First listen, pleasant. Got a new Future album. Our new Future project, I should say. It's only 7 tracks. I'm actually surprised that it's only 7 tracks. You know, usually Future always gives us those full-length EPs, full-length album, mixtapes, whatever you want to label them as nowadays. I feel like if it's on Apple Music, it's all the same thing regardless. But Future, this is the second project of 2019. Wizard, it was called The Wizard. That actually grew on me, I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple bangers on there where at first I wasn't really feeling, but then as you listen to the project repeatedly and you listen to the project in the car, it's nothing but a banger, man. There's like 7 to 8 tracks on there that I still play repeatedly when I want to get hyped and whatnot. If one thing Future still can do, Future can still bring us that energy that we all live for, that we all just get happy, we all just get crunk to. And with this being 7 tracks, man, I really don't know what to expect. It's labeled Save Me. A lot of you guys saying he's singing in this album, so I'm just gonna assume that this is some sad shit. Or not sad shit, but kind of just like that Hendrix vibe, where you know, he's using the auto-tune. He's, you know, Future be doing that shit. But I don't want to do too much talking. Let's just right into this. Like always, been fucking talking too much. We got Future, Save Me. Y'all ready? Alright, track 1 is called Xanax Damage. You know that nigga came in. What the fuck is that? Hey. I didn't even know that he was still on the drugs. I thought that he kind of shied away from that. I didn't know he was still going hard with the, you know, Xannies and all the lean and shit. I thought he kind of calmed down, but I guess I was wrong. For the first track right there, even though it was only 2 minutes, shit wasn't even 2 minutes long. It was like 1:50. Again, like I said, it's the Hendrix vibe. Future cannot sing. We all know that. Future cannot sing to save his life. But that auto-tune, he is definitely one of the pioneers, not the pioneers, but he's definitely made a lot of artists of today use auto-tune, and he, you know, because the auto-tune has definitely made his career. I mean, it is what it is. The whole Xanax and the whole drug use, I said that goes from, you know, from being, you know, from the breakup with Sierra. I kind of feel like, you know, me and my homies had a conversation like this in the group chat where he's still having, you know, Sierra withdrawals, if that makes sense. You know, he's still heartbroken. He's still going through the misery of not having a significant other, not having his baby moms, not having his first love, whatever you want to call it. I know he got like 4 kids, but I feel like Sierra was the one that actually had Future. And for him to lose her and still be on her for the last, what, 6-7 years, it's kind of actually mind-boggling, because you got to see the growth of the albums, where I don't give a fuck about you. Okay, I really do care about you, but I still don't give a fuck about you. Okay, I'm going through it right now. Please come back. Man, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. No, wait, I was just playing Please Come Back. So now we got this right here where Xanax Damage. It really is damaging him. Track 2, Saint Lucia. Alright, so definitely a different direction that he went with on this second track. Like on the first track, you heard him, you know, speaking about how the Xannies have damaged him and where he's in this kind of vulnerable state. And now you get into the second track where he's saying, oh, I'm gonna take my girl, she look good as hell, I'm gonna take her out to St. Lucia, big boss shit. And it's like, okay, I wasn't really feeling the track sonically. The second track was just really whatever to me, but it's just weird how he just went from that track 1 to track 2. It's just basically like, I feel like Future does that a lot for me. I'm gonna speak on that in the next couple tracks, but I feel like Future does that a lot, where he kind of just switches up and he has a bipolarness to him, you know? But I feel like Future does that a lot, where he kind of just switches up and he has a bipolarness to him, you know? Track 3, Please Tell Me. Please tell me I can throw the sauce in it. Please tell me all the fucking boss. And all I really want is for you to hold me down. What the fuck did we just listen to right there? Because that's terrible. I felt like 75% of the track consisted of the lyrics, please tell me, please tell me, please, please tell me, please. So somebody please tell him. Tell him that this shit was straight dumpster juice, because nah, hell no. This shit, I'm just confused with Future, man. Like it makes no sense to me, man. Track 4, Shotgun. Nobody but you, kissing on my tattoos. Hey, that August Alsina, but hey, I told you, man, when it comes to samples, bro, ain't nobody fucking with me on the samples, bro. I know my samples. That has to be August Alsina sample right there, kissing on my tattoos. Okay, this track, hold on. This track can at least make my Apple playlist, my Apple Music playlist. I'll give it that. And oh yeah, I gotta put that Xanny damage too. My bad. I gotta put that Xanax damage on there as well. Oh yeah, I got a new case. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about that a little later. But this is the thing. Since we're in the midway of the album, this is what I'm gonna speak on right now. It's just so. It's like I said, with Future, him having a bipolar disorder, I feel like, you know, he tries to play this role. And look, I understand we all have denial, we all front, you know, people do, you know, they cope with pain and sadness in different ways. I understand that. But with Future, for him being the superstar that he is and having the spotlight on him, people are going to, you know, critique him a little bit more than others. I mean, it is what it is. It comes with the fame. So like he had Sierra, he was still doing the drugs, he was still trapping, he was, you know, still having the lavish life, the club life, and he didn't want to give that up. And when someone like Russell Wilson finally steps in and, you know, kind of just, you know, takes the reins from Future was in denial for 3-4 albums or 3 or 4 projects. Remember, you know, we all know Dirty Sprite 2. We know, you know, Beast Mode, Going for the Nigga, Get It Over With. We know that one. You know, he had, you know, obviously he had Future and he had Hendrix. So it's kind of just like, you know, you dug your own grave. Future, like, how are you still sad about Sierra 7 to 8 years later when you see her doing good? You know now. I think what happened is he didn't really accept that Sierra was gone. Like, he thought that, oh yeah, my bitch gonna come back. I went to the attic, started up and down laughing. Oh, you know, like we all know where that was from. So I think what Future is, he's kind of just now accepting, and he's just sad. I mean, he's never going to get his bit back. You left dude for lean for dude with creatine. You said that in the Tory Lanez track. So you just got to understand, Future, that your time is up, my G. You got to move on from that. And I feel like, you know, this, when you get projects like Hendrix and you get projects like Save Me, it's just, you know, you're crying out to nobody, because no one's gonna feel pity for you after what you did. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, look, if you're gonna speak on I'm gonna fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops, but then come around the next round and be like, I'm sorry, baby, please come back to me, it don't work like that. I just don't understand that. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on the situation. Even though I don't know why it's still a situation. It's been almost a decade and we're still on this, but I mean, that's just how I feel about it, personally. Track 5, Government Official.
I just went out of a rock with some recruiting. For the government official who pull up a pool. Squirt on the shirt, be a fool.
Squirt on the shirt.
Told me she came back to the city, she coming to spend it. Got your twins.
I gotta listen to this bitch in the car, because I feel like this one in the car can definitely probably bang.
Don't need to squirt on the shirt, be a fool. But I ain't trying to call indicating my feelings.
Again, man, we got this conflicting personality going on with Future, where we just got some sad shit. He just wanted to chick to ride shotgun, and now Government Official, you know, he out here in the hype shit, like he really about to go to the club. I'm about to flex. I got the diamonds on and shit. This track right here, my speakers did it no justice. It probably definitely sounds better in the whip, but it's just a very generic track from Future that I feel was gonna grow on me. I mean, I think this is the one you guys said that was the snippet, but I just don't. It's been too long for Future for him to still be doing tracks like this, and for us to sit here and be like, yes, this is fire. How many times are we going to say this is fire? We're on like album 14 in the span of 5 years or 4 years. Like, how many times are we going to say it's fire before we just kind of just accept it? It's like we're in denial. Like we're in denial that this shit is fire when in reality it's something that we've already heard. I just don't get it. Track 6, Extra. What does he mean by that? Most number ones in 10-2. What does he mean by that? Get in the comment box below and let me know.
My bitch asked me why I always stay extra down. All my clothes got extras now. Mine's so many clothes. That's all I've been on since you got with me. Ain't been the same since. I wanna save my pain. You know it's all before.
See, I would have been okay with this. If he would have gave us like 5 or 6 tracks like this, I'd have been okay with this. The title of the album or the project or whatever you want to call it is Save Me. Alright, so I'm expecting you to be screaming about some saving. Let me hear that you want to be saved. Not that you want to flex. That's all I'm asking. So the first track, Xanax Damage. Alright, like Zany Damage, whatever you want to call it. I expected the rest of the album to be like that because I thought you were going to at least have a theme with the album being so short or the project being so short. How could you not stick to a theme? How could you be like, okay, I'm gonna do this first track. All right, back to the fucking on these bitches. I fuck with real sisters. Shoot, shoot, pew, pew. On your shirt, squirt, squirt. What was that? Why couldn't we get this the whole time? I just don't understand why Future just couldn't do that. Because, like I said, I feel like I understand why you guys saying this is a Hendrix 2. If it was a little bit more polished, it could be a Hendrix 2. If he would have did a little bit more singing, could have been a Hendrix 2. Because I agree with you guys on that. I would have said the same thing. We got, tracks like Extra and Shotgun and Xanax Damage where, you can hear the pain. And again, I spoke on it earlier in the video, or not even earlier, about 5 minutes ago in the video, where I was speaking on his Sierra situation and where he's kind of standing, and you can see like he's letting the public know how he's still feeling about it. I mean, he's hurt. I mean, it is what it is. He's hurt. So I felt like this is a perfect time for him with a project title named Save Me, where he can just kind of just get all that emotion out there and like, give us a kind of refreshing sound that we haven't heard in a while. I mean, yes, I know we've heard the auto-tune singing Future before, but to have it's been what 3-4 years where we've got nothing but trap beats talking about drugs and lean and Xannies from Future, where it's all hype and yeah, it's cool, but for him to give us basically a whole full like melodic singing album, I'm cool with that. I mean, but that's not what we got. That wasn't the case here, and it's only 7 tracks. I mean, it's either gonna be good or it's not gonna be good. It's only 7 tracks. So last track is Love Thy Enemies.
Making love to the enemy, making love to the enemy.
Making love to the enemy. Who you think he talking about, huh? Who you think he talking about? That nigga talking about Russell Wilson! We know who you talking about, Future. Just say his name at this point. Say his name.
Living in paradise. I've been possessed.
You heard what this nigga said, man? He said, living in paradise. Bruh. And it's blatantly clear, so I'm gonna speak on it. This nigga is hurt, man. Russell Wilson is literally... I'm gonna speak on it after the track, but just remember that living in paradise. He's talking about Sierra. Sierra's living her life. Sierra don't give a fuck about Future. I'm sorry to tell y'all. She do not give one damn about Future. I'm pretty sure she can give a flying fuck about what Future is doing. And it hurts Future because he care and he knows she don't give a fuck. First and foremost, man, I want to say I'm not going to be too critical on the album. I'm not going to be critical at all because it was so short or project. Look, y'all know what I mean. Apple Music, whatever you want to call it, put on Apple Music. That's what I'm calling But that last track, I do gotta get something off my chest about that last track, because you got Future here who's you know, basically crying out and saying, you know, he's talking about Sierra and, you know, love thy enemies or whatever, love thy enemies, but she's sleeping with the enemy, she's living in this paradise, she's having fun, she's enjoying her life. I already said it, man. Like, Sierra is way past that. She's way past. Look, Russell Wilson just got a big ass contract. Russell Wilson got her a fat ass ring. Russell Wilson gave her a baby. Russell Wilson is living the life. He's one of the top 5 best quarterbacks in the league right now. You think that Sierra worried about this nigga Future? Future, and for me, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Future will always have Future Hive. He will always have his fan base. He will never be broke. He will always be set for life because he has that following. His following is they love him to death. Future Hive is real. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Future is falling off. You know, everybody, look, champions fall, all right? That's the Golden State Warriors, what's happening right now. They down 2-1. You gotta understand that you're not always gonna be a champion, man. He had his run. You know, he had his great six projects back to back to back to back to back. For anybody that thought that he was gonna make 13 straight banger projects, I'm sorry to tell you, it just does not happen. It takes time, and after a while, it's just gonna get repetitive, and that's what he's been doing, releasing 12 to 13 projects in a span of 5 years. I do not think that's the way to go, man. I was actually surprised. That's why everybody was falling in love, because they were so surprised on what, you know, those 6 projects did in a span of a year and a half. It was like, yo, Future is just on a killing spree right now. It made no sense how fire. And I'm the only ones being, you know, opinionated about it. Those are some fire ass projects. I think we can all agree where we took about 9 to 10 tracks from each of those projects and we were just like, this shit fire, period. So I think that right here with this track, with this little EP that he got called Save Me, you know, it's literally about Sierra. It's literally about what he's been going through in the last 4 years, his confliction between his, you know, relations and his relationships. I always say, man, it's bad karma. All right, look, like I can be, at the end of the day, I can be a big dog at the end of the day, right? But it's all gonna come back at the end of the day to bite me. All right, it's gonna come back. All right, and you're gonna feel it in some way, shape, or form. So with Future doing that, messing with Scottie Pippen wife, doing all that shit, it's deservedly so that he's getting what he's getting and how he's feeling. You know, he's kind of just coming to this acceptance where Sierra is not going to come back to you ever. And I think that he had this slight glimmer of hope in his previous albums where he was kind of just like, oh, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna fuck these bitches in Gucci flip-flops. Oh, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna take Xan. She gonna come back to me. She gonna, you know, she gonna leave that scrub. And it's like year after year after year after year. It's not that Sierra was trying to prove it wrong, but it was kind of just like, you know, they really not worried about Future. And I think that's a problem right there, right? That can kill a man right there, where you think when you lose hope, that's actually, they can kill any human. When you lose that slight hope, it's kind of just like, damn. Because everybody holds on to that hope. I held on to hope for like 8 years. I tried to chase this chick for 7 years. I finally didn't get it. Remember the Kendrick Lamar Damn video? Yeah, it didn't work out. If y'all want to know, it didn't work out. But, you know, I always held on to that slight glimpse of hope. And when that hope disappears like that, bruh, you literally feel that in your chest. And you feel that in your stomach. And it's just like, damn. Like, it's really done. She really don't want me. So I felt like with that last track, it kind of got that, it was heavy auto-tune. That was definitely a different sound from Future, and that's all I really want. Future, you're successful enough to give us something different where your fans will still love you, and it won't hurt you at the end. You know, like, you won't lose, you know, 3 million fans because you threw out a big auto-tune project. Ask Kanye West. Kanye West is the #1 example of who just does what he wants and people kind of just flow with it. You know, like for me, it's worked out for Kanye very well. So I feel like the slower tracks on here was where Future was in his bag. I didn't really like the rapping tracks. I thought it was going to be a bad album from the first 3 tracks, first 4 tracks excluding Xanax. But it's like, no, this actually was a decent project. You know, nothing to take too serious, but at the same time serious, because you have to listen to what he's saying. You know, the man Future is just hurt, and to be honest, I think he needs somebody. He needs somebody to get his mind off. He needs to actually find somebody. But he probably has crazy trust issues like us, and well, not even like us. He has heavy emotions. That's what I think it is with Future. So I'm just gonna keep it like that, man. Until the next time, this has been your boy Dev. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And till the next time, man, we out. Hey, and I got a new camera. I just recorded on a new camera. Let me know if the mic is good. Let me know if I need to raise and if it'll lower it. Let me know if the video quality is good. I don't know if that 4K shit really worked, but I mean, here's the tester right here. But I'm glad that you guys been fucking with me. I'm glad that you guys support me. I was able to get a new camera because you guys support me. Continue to support, continue to like. Thank you guys for all of my patrons that helped me out there, man. You guys really helping me out with the Patreon, man. You're really doing your thing with that. Hopefully you guys like my playlist. And don't forget, follow my social medias. Let me know what you want to hear. Until the next time, it's been your boy Dev. We are out.